Om Shanti. This is the Sakar Murti of Monday, the 15th of July, 2019. The essence. Sweet children, Baba has come to give you the jewels of knowledge, Gyan Ratna, to speak the Murli. This is why you must never miss a Murli. If you do not love the Murli, it means you not love the Father. The question is, what is the best character of all, which you impart through this knowledge? Answer is, to become viceless is to have the best character of all. You have received the knowledge that this whole world is vicious. To be vicious means to be characterless. The Father has come to establish the viceless world. Deities have viceless characters. Your characters are reformed by having remembrance of the Father. Om Shanti. Children, you must never miss the study. If you miss the study, you will also miss your status. Where are you, sweetest spiritual children, sitting in the godless spiritual university? You children are aware that you are admitted to this university every 5,000 years. You children also know that the Father is your Father, your teacher, and your Guru. In fact, the picture of a Guru is separate, the Father's picture is separate, and the teacher is also separate. There is only one image of that one, but in fact it includes all three. That is, he becomes the Father, the teacher, and the Guru. There are three main relationships in the life of a human being. That Father, teacher, and Guru are one and the same. He himself plays all three parts. You children should have a great deal of happiness while understanding its aspect, and you should all bring many others here and have them admitted to this Trimurti University. Those who study at a university where a good education is given would recommend it to others. Come and study in this university. You will receive good knowledge here, and your character will also be reformed. You children also have to bring others here. You mothers have to explain to other mothers, and the men can explain to men. Just see that one is the Father, the teacher, and the Guru. Each of you should ask your heart whether you explain in this way or not. Do you sometimes explain to your friends and relations that that one is the Supreme Father, the Supreme Teacher, and the Supreme Guru? The Father is the one who makes you into supreme deities. The Father does not make you into the Father as He is, but He makes you similar to Himself in praise. Apsama. In Mahima, it is a father's job to give sustenance and love, parvarish and pyar, and so you definitely have to remember such a father. He cannot be compared to anyone else. Although it is said that you receive peace from a guru, that one makes you into the masters of the world. No one else can say that he is the Father of all souls. No one knows who the Father of all souls can be. There is only the one unlimited Father, whom all Hindus, Muslims, and Christians refer to as God the Father. The intellect definitely goes towards the incorporeal one. Who said this? The soul said God the Father. Therefore, souls must surely meet him. If you simply call him your Father, but have not met him, then how could he be your Father? He fulfills the desires of the children of the whole world. Everyone desires to go to the land of peace, to Santidam. Souls remember their home. Souls have become tired in the kingdom of Ravan, in Ravan Rajya. In English too it is said, O God the Father, liberate us. Having become linked, Popratan will play in their parts. Everyone will return to the land of peace. First you come down into the land of happiness. Sukdam. It is not that when you first come you will become vicious. No. The father explains, this is a brother, a Vaishalaya, the kingdom of Ravan. This is called the very depths of hell. There are there are so many scriptures in this world, particularly in Bharat. There are so many books of studies. All of them are going to be destroyed. The gifts that the Father gives you can never be burned. Therefore, imbibing things that are of no use are burned. Knowledge is not a scripture that can be burned. You receive knowledge through which you claim a status for 21 births. It is not that scriptures belonging to that one are burnt away, no. This knowledge will automatically disappear. This knowledge is not in any books that need to be studied. There is the name Gyan, Vigian, Bhavan, but they don't know why that name has been given or what the meaning of it is. There is great praise of Gyan via Gyan. Gyan means the knowledge of the world cycle that you are now imbibing. Vigian means the land of silence. You go even beyond the stage of Gyan. You rule the kingdom again on the basis of the study of knowledge. You understand that the Father of souls comes and teaches us, otherwise the versions of God vanish. God does not come after having studied the scriptures. God has both Gyan and Vigyan. Whatever someone is, he will make others similar to himself. This is a very subtle matter. Suksmabat, Vigyan is more subtle than Gyan. You have to go even beyond Gyan. Knowledge is close. Stools. Noise is made when teaching. Vigyan, in which you go beyond sound into silence, is subtle. It is the silence that you have been wandering around for. People go to sannyasis for peace, however, that which belongs to the Father cannot be given by anyone else. People do hatha yoga and sit in a ditch in a khanda, but they cannot receive peace through that. Hell, there is no question of any difficulty. The study is very easy. You are given the 7 days course. Having done the 7 days course, you can go anywhere. This cannot be done in worldly colleges. Your course is 7 days. Everything is explained to you in this course, but not everyone has 7 days to give. Their intellect's yoke is drawn elsewhere. When you were in the body, you did not see anyone's face. You did not speak to anyone. You did not even go outside. You used to go and sit in remembrance on the seashore to do tapasya. At that time, you did not understand the cycle. You did not understand this study. First of all, you need to have yoga with Baba. You need to have the Father's introduction, Parijay, and after that you need the teacher. Firstly, you have to learn how to have yoga with the Father because he is bodiless. Others do not accept this. They say God the Father is omnipresent. The notion of omnipresence hence continued. This aspect is not in your intellects now. You are students. The Father says, by all means do your business, etc., but you must definitely come to class. You may stay at home with your family. If you say that you don't want to go to school, then what can the father do? God is teaching you to make you into gods and goddesses. Bhagwan, Bhagwati. God speaks. Bhagwan Vatsya. I make you into the kings of kings. Raja okay Raja. So, will you do not study Raj Yoga from God? Who would not want to do this? It was why you had to run away from your homes in order to be saved from vice. You came and stayed in that bati where no one could see you or where no one could meet you. You did not see anyone for your heart to be drawn to. Although some children have the faith that God is teaching them, they still make excuses that they are sick or that they have something to do. The Father can provide many shifts. Nowadays, they have many shifts in schools. Here, there isn't a great deal to study. You simply need a good intellect to understand alpha and beta. Remember alpha and beta, alpha and beta, and tell everyone else about it. People create many images of that Trimurti, but they don't know Shiva at the top. They do not understand that the god of Gita is Shiva, from whom this one takes knowledge and becomes Vishnu. This is Raja Yoga. This is now the last of his many births. This explanation is very easy. You do not hold any books, etc., in your hand. You simply wear a badge which only shows the image of the Trimurti. You have to explain with that how the Father is teaching you through Brahma and making you similar to Vishnu. Some think that they want to become like Radhe. The urn of nectar has been given to the mothers. In fact, Radha receives the urn of nectar at the end of her many births. It is the Father who explained this secret. Vishraj. Now other human beings know this. So many come to you at the center, some come for 1 day, and then don't come for 4 days. Therefore you should ask them, what have you been doing all that time? Were you remembering the Father? Were you spinning the discus of self-realization? Swadarsan Chakra? You should try it and ask this of those who haven't been for a long time. Some are transferred in their job and have to go away. However, they have to belong to a center. They have been given the mantra, remember the Father and spin the cycle. बाप को याद करना है और chakra configuration है. The Father has explained a very easy thing. There are only two words. Man manapabhav. Remember me and remember your inheritance. The whole cycle is included in this. When someone leaves his body, they say that he has gone to heaven. But what is heaven, no one knows. You now understand that it is a kingdom there, and that from the very highest to the very lowest, from the wealthy to the poor, everyone is happy. Here it is the world of sorrow, that is the world of happiness. The Father explains very clearly, even if someone is a shopkeeper, no matter who they are, it is not good to make excuses for not studying. If they don't come, you can ask them, how much do you remember the Father? Have you been spinning the discus of self-realization? Eat, drink, and tour around. There is no objection to that. But make time for this too. You also have to bring benefit to others. For instance, if someone is employed, cleaning clothes, many come to him, whether they are Muslims, Parsis, or Hindus, tell them, you are having your physical clothes washed, but That body of yours is an old dirty custom, Purana, Melavashtra. The soul is also Tamo Pradhan. You have to make it Satu Pradhan clean. Swachya. This entire world is impure, old, iron age, and Tamo Pradhan. You have the aim of changing from Tamo Pradhan to Satu Pradhan. Now, whether you want to do this or not, whether you want to understand this or not, it is up to you. You are souls. Souls definitely have to become pure. You have now become impure. Souls and bodies both have become dirty. In order to have them cleaned, remember the Father, and it is guaranteed that you souls will become 100% pure gold and Shopratishtak Pavitra Sona, and the ornaments, Vajivan, the bodies will also become beautiful. Whether you believe this or not is up to you. Mano na mano, tumari masi. This to his service. Go to doctors, go to colleges, go to eminent people and explain to them that their characters have to be very good. Here all are characterless. The Father says you have to become viceless. The viceless world used to exist. It is now vicious. It is characterless. Everyone's character has become very bad. You cannot reform yourself without becoming viceless. Here human beings are lustful. Only the one Father establishes the viceless world from the vicious world. The old world will be destroyed. This is a cycle. The explanation of the globe is very good. When the deities ruled, this world was viceless. Where have they now gone? Souls are never destroyed. Each one renounces a body and takes another. Deities have taken 84 births. You have now become sensible. Previously, you didn't know anything. The world is now very dirty. You feel that what Baba says is absolutely accurate. There it is the pure world. Because this world is not pure, they have called themselves Hindus instead of deities. Those who live in Hindustan are called Hindus, whereas deities live in heaven. You have now understood the cycle. Those of you who are sensible understand very clearly that you have to sit and repeat everything in the way that the Father explains. Continue to note down the main words, Mukhya Mukhya Aksar, and then relate them to others and say that the Father mentioned this and that point. Tell them, I am telling you the knowledge of the Gita. This is the age of the Gita. Everyone knows that. There are four ages. This is the leap age. No one knows about this confluence age. You now understand that this is the most auspicious confluence age. Purushottam ka Sankam Yug. People celebrate the birth of Shiva, but no one knows when he came or what he did. Kabaye, Kyatya, Jante nahi. After the birth of Shiva is celebrated, there is the celebration of the birth of Krishna, Krishna Jayanti. Then comes the celebration of the birth of Ram Jayanti. No one celebrates the birth of Jagadamba or Jagat Pita. Everyone comes number wise. You have now received the entire knowledge. Acha. To the sweetest beloved long lost and now found children, love, remembrance, and good morning from the mother, the father, Bab Dada. The spiritual father says, Namaste to the spiritual children. Essence for Dharna, the first point. Our Father, is the Supreme Father, the Supreme Teacher, and the Supreme Satguru. Tell everyone this aspect. Teach everyone the lesson of Alpha and Beta, Alpha and Beta. Second point, Gyan means to impart this knowledge of the world cycle and to become a spinner of the discus of self-realization. Swadarsan Chakradari. Vigian means to go beyond sound into silence. Avashapari into silence, into Shanti. Take the 7 days course and continue to study this wherever you live. The blessing, the Vardhanis. May you be a most auspicious and elevated soul who gains victory over any adverse situation that comes from nature. May you be a most auspicious and elevated soul, Purushottam Atma, who gains victory, Vijay, over any adverse situation, Paristhiti that comes from nature, from Prakriti. The explanation is Brahmin souls are most auspicious and elevated souls, and nature is the servant of auspicious and elevated souls. Nature cannot influence auspicious elevated souls. Prakriti cannot influence Purushottama Atmash. So check, does any upheaval of nature attract you to itself? Does nature influence you with facilities and salvation? Facilities automatically come to yogi souls and to souls who experiment due prayogi, due to their spiritual endeavor, sadhana. The sadhana comes to yogi souls and to prayogi souls, due to the sadhana. The facilities are not a basis for the spiritual endeavor, but it is a spiritual endeavor that makes the facilities their support. The sadhan, the slogan is the meaning of knowledge is to have experience and make others experienced. The meaning of knowledge, gyan, is to have experience, anubhav, and to make others experienced, and to make others anubhavi. Om Shakti, Om Shakti.